Oh god, this could be anything. If it's Zoo, we're probably stuffed. If it's Reno Lock, we probably win. Gonna keep this swipe. Probably just keep all this ramp. I guess maybe it's a bit dirtly against proper Zoo, but we can go coin Wild Growth into Jade Blossom, which is really nice. And yeah, replace Aya. Look for some... Oh, Gadgetzan, sweet. Alright. So, this is okay. We've got a removal spell. We kind of need a Nourish or some other gas to go with this, because the risk of playing too many ramp spells is obviously you just die due to having not enough gas. But we'll see. If it's Handlock or something, we could be in good shape. Okay, it's you. We may be dead. Mulch is good. Mulch is a good tempo hit. I like this card. I thought it was bad at first, but it's basically like a better sap. You know, because they don't get the same minion they started with. Okay. So, Reno Lock or possibly just a Brew. I'm quite low rank, so... could be... I'm at the rank where I can run into random budget stuff or decks in progress. Sure. Oh, I'm still drawing cards, that's good. That means we're not under too much pressure. That's quite a good draw. So this swipe is too good not to cast. Now what? So we're probably running out Fandral next turn. I hope I draw something good to go with him. I'll take a Wrath. Hey! Yeah, Fandral Wrath seems good. So this might bait... Oh, excellent. This might bait Power Overwhelming. It might... like double Abusive Sergeant. Or if it's Reno Lock, we might see a Shadow Bolt or something. Power Overwhelming is the most likely answer, though. I'm okay with that, because realistically, this deck doesn't expect most of its creatures to survive the turn beyond, like, the 8/8 Jade Golem. Okay, so... Huh. Second guess was right. So, probably doesn't have Power Overwhelming in hand. Unless they have some weird combo for it, or they wanted to hold on to it for some other reason. That's very awkward. Problem meets solution, I guess. So much as I want to Gadget and innovate this turn, this is too good. Is it? What might we see next turn? Could be anything really. Like, it's not too early for a Doom Guard. Now let's do this, and then if the opponent deploys a single largish threat, we Gadget and innovate Mulch. For a medium-sized threat, we have Feral Rage, and otherwise we can just gain some life, or hopefully draw into something else to do. This is good. I'm feeling good about this game. I like it when you play against Zoo and they don't just have the nuts. They usually have the nuts, but sometimes they don't have the nuts, and it's nice. Like, the last several matches I've played against Zoo, they've gone turn 3 Darkshire Councilman, I kill it, turn 4 Darkshire Councilman, I lose. And it's been rather annoying. Oh boy. Glad to see those gone. Nourish. So we can't... No, we can't. If I draw the second Innovate off this, we can in theory Nourish for untapped Mana Crystals, but that seems bad. Yeah, so I'm just going to mulch this now. Sucks to only cycle 2 cards off the Gadgetzan, but we're not desperate to get huge value off of it. Especially as we hit a Nourish, so we can keep going through the deck anyway. Blimey. Well, it's the 2 Doom Guards gone, so we don't need to play around them anymore. And that took enough damage that we can kill it with Wrath. So let's draw some cards. Planning to Wrath this guy. Ooh, good. Also good. Kill this. Do I Jade Idol? I think I'd rather keep it on the off chance I get another Gadgetzan. Making a 2-2 isn't very valuable. I'd rather just gain 1 life and attack my opponent. Pressuring Zoo's life total is pretty helpful because eventually they get down to like 9 and you can sometimes burst them down. And we have double Feral Rage in hand, so that is 9 damage. So in theory we can kill the opponent in 3 turns if they keep tapping. Assuming they don't kill us before then. So we're looking now for, if we draw Gadgetzan, we have draw 3 cards. If not, we have draw 3 cards the normal way. We wouldn't mind Drake, Aya, basically anything on deck is a live draw at this point. Even Jade Blossom, at least it makes a 2-2 and pumps Yogg. And like, we do have Yogg, so if I draw nothing for like 3 turns and my opponent makes a massive board, meh. Almost tempted to just Yogg now. If I don't draw anything, I might. I'm not under massive pressure, but like, there's only, for large minions, there's probably only councilmans left. Thanos is a good draw. So this is 7, 8, 9 power. So that's, can they do 14 burst? I guess like Leroy power is exactly 14, so if we make sure to click this button before we pass the turn, we don't die. Or we can Feral Rage. It's another good option. Man, not having to play around Doomguard's great. So, Drake is good. Still no real removal. Like, the Rage is better as just gaining 8 life than it is as a removal spell, because we have Yogg anyway. We can't really kill all of this stuff without Yogg, so we're going to either make big minions, or... Actually, that's a thought. Maybe the Drake is better. No, I don't want to pass the turn without playing her on Leroy power, just in case. I'm not sure if my opponent's playing a budget deck or not. I'm not 100% sure on how common Argent Squire is, but everything else we've seen from them has been pretty standard discard zoo fare.
The light protects me. You are not the boss of me.
Alright, full board. I mean, the full board's kind of alright, because we know that we're unlikely to die. We're in the same spot as before, but this is less power than Leroy. But that Yogg is awful tempting. How big's this? It's still a 2-2. If I Drake, does that do anything? Not really. Yogg's on 12 right now. That's not actually that many spells. I think I'm going to do some more cycling. Raven Idol looking for removal, maybe? Or more of these. Seems good. I'm just going to keep doing this because I feel like it'll annoy my opponent. I can idle and dig for swipe first. Yeah, that's what I was just going for. Oh, that's 3 damage. That means I can kill the Malcazar's in. That seems valuable. That'll do. Want to make a little bit of space in the hand for Auctioneer. Or Yogg, for that matter. Just so we have room to grow, basically. And don't end up milling ourselves. Which is a risk with this deck. So we've used the swipes. I'm not sure what the chances are of hitting a particular spell off Raven Idol, but it can't be that high. There's something like... It's got to be about 30 or 40 spells in standard for each one, right? Okay, back to the maths room. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Double power is 19. So we're not technically dead, so we can probably get away with gadgets and comboing. But I think I'd rather Yogg first, so that my golems don't die. Then again, Making golems. Making golems allows my opponent to trade into them, which is actually a bit scarier. If I Yogg... Yogg's on 15, it's quite unlikely that he kills everything. I guess he needs to hit an AoE spell, which will clean all this up pretty nicely. If he does that, I'm very favoured. If not, I might be a bit screwed, because I'll be too far behind. Then again, if I Gadgetson, the opponent can make some probably advantageous trades being Zoo. So, why don't we do this? Buff Yogg as much as possible and fire the button. Great. Apparently I can attack something. Not sure what. I didn't get to. Sure. I hope whatever that missed attack was doesn't cost me too much. Oh. Meh. Well, so far we've killed 2 minions, that's good. Oh, that's very good. That's less good. Also good. Oh, that's really good. As is that. Good Yogg. Good Yogg. Pats on head. We're going to mill a card. Hopefully... Actually, none of these cards really matter now.
Your soul shall suffer.
And then we can start going off with Jade Idols. We also have Lethal on board. Mustn't forget that part. Sure is nice when Yogg actually does what it's supposed to do, though. Oh, he has to trade. Yes. Go Yogg.
My hand is too full.
Sad Thorstein is sad. So Barnes misses. Aya just makes some... Okay, fine. Whatever.